Perhaps I ought to learn a new skill.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting. Ingredients.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Should allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
All this quiet makes me come o'er anxious.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty will do well to get a good night's rest.
Master! Pray, leave this place! My body, it refuses to obey me! There is a voice within my mind! It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The False Sovran commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the Pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I quite agree.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a truer prey, allow me time to search for a way forward. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crownflower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the False Sovran. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the False Sovran is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
It is of dire import we unmask the False Sovran. To that end, we must travel to Vermon's eastern edge. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Not sure what they expect.
Days like this make me
Well met, sir. Fancy again?
Follow me, if you would.
The world could use more places like this.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
True enough.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Dare I say it? We trounced ourselves.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Each time is enough.
not at the expense of my duty.
Tis pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead.
Stay watchful. There's no telling what might be lurking amongst the trees.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
At once, Master.
Where'd you scurry
I'm
off to?
going to don't practice. Go on. Right.
Come on, put up a fight.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. Master, I found a campsite near here while I was journeying beyond the rift. Shall I take us there now?
We've little need for a campsite at present.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
This should help. Choppers, Master!
'Tis weak to fire!
seems we have enraged our
Why do we not use their rage to our advantage?
By orders.
Come at me!
Tis a foe worthy of caution. Lord save our best.
Understood.
First and foremost, we want to knock them off balance. We'll prove a much easier target when on my way.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead. Pray, follow me.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge.
You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
Is that who I think it is?
Aye, I reckon so. Wouldn't look what I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day.
So you say, but you wagered against our visitor, did you not? Do it again.
Well met, sir.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned? How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thief Maester. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
We shall remain here.
You made it after all. Guess that means... Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Darragh. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Darragh was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Darragh. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick.
There's ought to be said.
Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
You're the one, then? Fine. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
Dear me.
How dare you?
You've my gratitude.
Not half bad!
Each day is the same as the one before it, I tell you.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Shall we report this development to Captain Brant? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I'll sleep soundly tonight.
Would you mind coming over here?
Well met, sir. How
Perfect spot for a kit.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? Darragh? That man isn't associated with our village anymore. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, pray inform him that he is no longer welcome here. Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? As you like, sir.
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the night. Of course, nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
Follow me, if you would.
A mug of ale is drunk.
Dead on my feet. This way, Master.
My bed, I shan't resist.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
My bed.
What brings you here?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How...
might I be of service? Do come again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Pray, follow me. The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant. Ah, 'twould seem we've rediscovered an old haunt by a new entrance.
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
"'Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire."
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brant. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Follow me, if you would.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness! so influence.
No harm in making a few.
Pray, follow me.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
At once, Master. Over here, if you please.
This is a conundrum.
We're here, Master.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Have you divined aught of the False Sovran, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Darragh. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the False Sovran? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Darragh's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces, and all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I have no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty.
So, the False Sovran operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
Peruse at your leisure.
I'm not sure. What to do with myself today?
Time to be my ways.
Need anything? Many thanks.
You seem in fine spirits. Well met, son. How am I doing? Fancy a little my wares?